Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on my yoga YouTube channel. I'm excited to walk you through one of my favorite breathing practices called Dirga, commonly known as three-part breath. What I find is that it's a really easy way to deepen your breath. It's kind of gradual, a bit more accessible, easier to kind of enter. Because I know that some days it's easier for me to breathe than others, and just to say breathe deeply can be quite challenging. So I often refer to this three-part breath, and I'm excited to walk you through it. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You can be seated on the floor with a cushion, or you can be on a couch. Just allow your back to remain upright and to soften. So once you're in a seated position, allow your eyes to soften or close, your shoulders to lower slightly, and just to breathe. No need to do anything fancy. Just notice where your breath is in your body and take your time. Allow your seat to remain heavy, melting and spreading. And any facial features you may have to soften. I want you to choose a color and begin to visualize your breath in that color. So if accessible, breathing in through your nose, and then exhaling out through your nose, and visualizing this color coming in and coming out in this kind of continuous loop. And while you continue visualizing this loop and kind of, the length of the inhale and exhale is not so important here, but smoothing the transition of the inhale and the exhale. We'll do this for a few rounds of breath. As you continue to work on this visualization, I'll begin to explain each of the parts of the three-part breath. So one part is the low belly, so you can visualize this as the tops of the hips, kind of right where the low rib cage meets. So this section right here is what we consider the low belly. Then there's the mid lungs, so that's the low ribs, kind of right up into the middle of your rib cage, the mid. And then there are the upper lungs, so that's kind of from the middle of your rib cage all the way to your collarbone. And exploring this type of breathing, the color you just envisioned, I want you to use that to visualize your low belly. So on your inhale, you're going to light up the low belly, and exhale, you're going to dim. Kind of like embers on the fire, so we're going to inhale, brighten, and exhale, dim. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing to the next section, the mid region, the low lungs. We're going to inhale, direct our breath, our color to that region, and exhale, allow it to dim. Inhale to brighten, and exhale to dim. Letting go of that visualization, we're going to transfer that color to our upper lungs. So on the inhale, we're going to light up the mid-rib all the way up to the collarbone. And exhale, we'll allow it to dim. Fabulous. Exhale, let it all go. And we'll dive into the three-part breath. So on our inhale, we're going to visualize in sequential order, inflating the low belly, then the mid-ribs, then the upper ribs. And then we're going to exhale, dim the upper ribs, lower the mid-ribs, and bring that belly button to your spine. Inhale, expand the belly, mid-rib, upper lung, and exhale, deflate the upper lung, mid-lung, and low belly. I'll explain this one more time. Inhale, expand the low belly, mid-lung, upper lung, and exhale, deflate upper lung, middle, and low belly. So do this for a couple rounds of breath. Any length that feels good, that doesn't require you to use your face to get there or tense up your shoulders. We'll do this for a few rounds and then we will play around a bit with some visualizations and colors here. Again, no need to focus on the length, but if you want to focus on anything at this moment, focus on the transitions, smoothing out the inhale and the exhale. Begin to introduce that color back into your breathing practice. So as you go through the steps, right, inhale, adding that color to your low belly and allowing it to travel through your low belly, midsection and upper lung, brightening up that space. And on your exhale, allowing that to dim, right? So dimming at the upper lung, lower lung, and low belly. On your inhale, brightening up the low belly, then mid-lung, then upper lung. And exhale, dimming the upper lung, low lung, and low belly. And allowing that cycle of breath that you've been working on in the beginning to travel all the way up and down your midsection. We'll do this for a few rounds of breath. And for the final couple minutes of this practice, I want to challenge you, if you'd like, to add one more layer of this awareness. As you're moving through the different sections on your inhale and exhale, I want you to visualize that section in a 360 manner. So focusing on the front of your midsection, the back and the two sides. So as you're lighting up the different sections, focusing on the entire 360 of your body. And we'll do this for a few more moments. And again, if you feel like you have to use your face to get there, then don't. Keep that face nice and soft, and or remain tuned in to your body and your breath. Few more rounds. If this is feeling wonderful for you, I invite you to stay for as long as you like. And if you want to join me in closing this practice, begin to flutter your eyes open and maybe sway side to side. And bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. If you have any feedback or you enjoyed this practice, leave a comment, a like, a subscribe. I hope that you have the most wonderful day and that your breath carries you through some beautiful moments. Namaste.